I knew what Minnesota Cold TV could actually be, but he only seen it for the money. And once he started shooting videos from this side and then going on this side to shoot videos, creating a conflict, I stepped back from it. I ain't want to.
You see, I'm Southside reppin', Bigfoot steppin', Zone 3 section is God flow perfection. Hating on the church like I ain't blessed, they section. If we ain't talking money, I got a weak connection, that's on the hood. She said get a bag, so I get it, got it good. Don't complain about my problems, I just put it in a wood. Seen a genie the other day, she said make it good. So I wish for good health, then I wish to look as chief, not lieutenant. Yeah, I'm back, been a minute. My hard work gets you offended. Shout out my boy academics. You stay independent. You scamming it behind that twinkle in your eye. I see the scamming.
All right, you ready to go?
Let's do it.
All right, another episode of Minnesota's #1 Daily Show, live on Lake Street. We got a special guest in the building. Finally,
Let's do it.
finally, we got Don the Great in the building.
Let's
All right,
do it.
man. So here's where we're going to start, because I've been wanting to talk about this for a while, but I want to save the content for the mic. And you brought it up just a minute ago. The interview that I did with Sonny Soda,
Okay.
which was what? I mean, five years ago or something like that?
Yeah, around there, yeah.
And that was the first time I met you. You
Yes,
came
sir.
with him. Well, he came with you, apparently.
His brother drove us there, but I paid for the ride for us to get there.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah, it was something like that.
So I'll tell you, that is one of the most frustrating interviews I've ever done in my life.
Yeah.
Because
I've seen that.
he didn't answer a single question I asked, and often felt like you were trying to answer the question for him. And in my mind, like, that's fine, but I'm like, this is a Sonny Soda interview. Why is he talking?
Yeah.
And so it felt like you were like cop and please for him, because he couldn't explain what he does. And still to this day, I don't know what he does,
Yeah.
to be honest with you. So, but one of the weirdest things about that day was the fact that not only was he referring to himself as God, you were also calling him God.
Correct. I actually gave him that name.
Okay.
And that's some.
Can you explain that shit to me, please? Because
It
it wasn't like God, like New York slang God. It was a little different.
I mean, I'm not from New York, so I couldn't, it wouldn't be like that. My purpose of it is just like I can see potential in a person.
Okay.
And at the time, he was on the rise and shine. So like with me coming in the picture, I was telling him like, bro, you can do your own shit. You feel me? Like coaching him, and trying to mold him into like this person that I don't know if he even wanted to be, but he's kind of fallen into it, and with the name like God, that's kind of like what he's holding it up to, like, but it's getting a little out of control. I kind of been seeing a lot going on, like with what he say like on social media, and he kind of got to chill with that. Like,
so did y'all fall out? Because it seems like you were pretty connected, and now you're not really anymore.
We fell out for a time being, but we back cool. It's some brother shit. You feel me? Like family, we fight. Like that's gonna happen.
Okay.
So yeah, we back cool.
Well, this is your interview, so we won't go back to trying to figure out what it is that Sonny Soda does, even though I still have not a single clue.
He need to come up here.
I mean, he can, but he's got to answer questions.
Yeah,
and I don't know if he's.
I mean, 5 years from now, I'm pretty sure he done came. He done came away. He's more focusing on what he's doing, like as far as with like the management, and, like stuff like that with his label and stuff like that he got going on. I got a lot of insight on that as far as with the events and shit like that.
Okay. Remains to be seen for me, but hey, that's okay. All right, so let's get into your career though. So you moved. You were initially from Chicago.
Correct.
But you weren't there for very long.
Correct.
So you came here, and when did you start delving into music? And what was your first step into music? Was it you started rapping, started producing,
Nah, I was like beatboxing.
Okay.
I was like with pencils and stuff in class, and just like on like drums and stuff like that. That's what I would do in elementary at Danes Bluff, actually.
Okay.
I want to say 4th grade. Teacher, Mr. Anger. Yeah.
Okay. You went to Studio 4, right?
Yes, I went to Studio 4 too, and it's crazy I got there.
How'd you get? Tell the story.
I So I was actually at a school called Liberty or Paladin Academy in Northtown Mall.
I know it's still there, I think, isn't it?
I believe so. So it was a principal. Her name was Kathleen, and I actually got Kathleen tatted on my right arm. That's my mom's name.
Oh, wow.
So like, me and her, we was cool. We had a good bond, you know. But she went around with these pieces of paper and she was like, sign this or whatever, but not tell me what it is. Like, sign this. And I'm like, what? I'm like, no, I ain't signing that. And she like, sign it or I'm going to expel you. So like, by her threatening me like that, I knew that this was some very important piece of paper. And I'm like, no, I'm not signing that. So she expelled me.
You didn't read it?
No, I read it, but like, I'm young. I'm a student at this time, and a lot of the English language, you know, they can say one thing but mean another. So I don't really like fall into them type of traps. I try not to, you know. Yep. So like, I ain't signed it, and she expelled me. But before all that happened, we read about Studio 4 in the newspaper. So like, I was like, oh, there's a school for music. I'm like, okay, bet I need to go here or whatever. And like, it's kind of crazy how you can manifest things, and it happens, and you never know when it happens. You know, it just happened. I got expelled. Went to Studio 4. First time I went there, I got I kind of like dropped out. I dropped out. I got into an incident. Yeah.
What happened?
First, shout out to HC the chemist. Shout out to Unc. I got into an incident with grabbing something that wasn't mine at the time, and
You stealing?
I ain't gonna say. Well, I'm gonna call it. It was like a stain. It was like a little lick. It was like a stain or something. You know what I mean? And then I did it with this dude or whatever, right? And come to turn out, he told on me, and he didn't want to put me on the stain. So like, I'm like, okay, that's weird. You feel me? But it had to do with the laptop.
Gotcha.
Bone Thugs and Harmony and music was on that laptop. Far as like projects.
So you stole HC's laptop.
I ain't saying I stole because I gave it back.
It's
after,
old.
Like,
It's old.
I knew
news
what was going on. I gave it back. You feel me? He hit me up. He hit me up and like he was like woo woo. You know, he told me what's up. I met him on the east side in St. Paul, and he came and picked it up, and I was just like, bro, like, you know, I'm sorry or whatever, you know. But like I shouldn't have been doing nothing like that anyways.
No,
but,
definitely not. Is that hold on though? But is that why you did it? Were you
No, I
didn't
even know what was on the laptop.
Okay.
It was just it was a laptop.
Got you.
You feel me?
Yeah.
A MacBook. You feel me? Studio 4 is a lot of urban kids coming from, you know, nothing. You feel me? And like a lot of where we come from, stains, legs, like any way to come up in the world.
Yeah,
You know,
got you.
that's something that kind of we grew up in that environment, so
For
we
sure.
adapted to it.
Yep, I understand.
And that's what it was, but. To give it back, you know, that speaks value because I could not give it back.
So hold on, did you get into the computer and then see Bone Thugs music on it?
I ain't saying none of that. I ain't saying none of that. All I know is that laptop was important and he wasn't playing no game. You feel me? He wasn't playing no game. Like, he wasn't playing no game.
Was there some hits on there? I bet there was.
Listen, I ain't saying nothing. I ain't sure nothing about that. But no, that's cool though.
What made you give it back?
I knew HC.
So he hit you and was like, "Hey man, I got important shit on there," and you're like, "Oh."
Yeah, no, he told me that was his laptop.
Got you.
You feel me?
Once you found out it was his, you were giving it back. Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. See, so you got integrity.
So yeah, integrity. Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean that was a long time ago too.
For sure.
I done came a long way.
I don't know how old you were, but I was doing shit like that when I was a kid too. So like, I'm not, no judgments. I get it. I definitely understand. Okay, so let's get into some more interesting. There's stuff. I feel like people don't know a lot about you.
It depends on who you asking.
You got some fingerprints though on the game.
Oh yeah.
So talk to me about Minnesota Cold and your involvement with Minnesota Cold.
Okay, all right. So, okay, yeah. Let's do that. First off, I want to say I play a big role in that.
Mm-hmm.
Not currently, but far as foundation,
Mm-hmm.
I play a huge role in that. The first camera that was used, the Nikon D3100, was the camera that I bought with the college money that I got from when I got accepted into St. Paul College after graduating Studio 4. So with this camera, I would let him, use it to shoot videos. And he paid me, but I didn't need no money at that time. I was hustling. I was doing what I had to do to get my bread. So I didn't need no money. He was in a predicament where he needed money, and he was in St. Paul. Minnesota Cold TV was founded and started in St. Paul.
Mm-hmm.
and me having the clientele that I had, me being a person that I knew everybody as far as like Vo, Tarzan, far as like just different side, Kid Magic, a couple cats, YP, Stilo, just knowing certain artists, you feel me, that can get the channel more seen, and knowing the type of background and skill set that I have as far as marketing and developing, managing stuff like that. I knew what Minnesota Code TV could actually be, but he only seen it for the money. And once he started shooting videos from this side and then going on this side to shoot videos, creating a conflict, I stepped back from it. I didn't want no part in that. People was getting indicted, like getting found in the newspaper and stuff like that. People was dying behind that.
Behind his videos?
Bro, behind the videos, bro, because it's deep, bro. Like, it's real deep, because
I'm aware of some of what you're talking about.
Like, so...
I wish it wasn't, and I really wish it wasn't that way.
It's crazy how the internet works, and it's sad. Because you can make a fake YouTube channel, and you can go under somebody's video, and you can diss their side, and they're dead people, bro.
For sure.
Claiming to be from this other side. So that's something that took part. You feel me? Like, and that's something that I didn't want no part of.
You mentioned Tarzan and Vo, and in that era.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Like, in that era, that's the era. Yeah. That's the era. Yep. And
that was a scary time.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I can't have no parts in that, because I know both of them. I got the name Don the Great on the west side. You know, but when I lived on the east side going to Danes Bluff Elementary. So like, I would do shows on the west side at El Rio and stuff like that. I was actually in a group called Team Power with Vo. It was me, Vo, Kid Magic, Lady Ice, and D-Man. And the manager there got us the show at the Mall of America. So like a lot of stuff happens and a lot of things takes place. And as far as graduating from Studio 4 and getting accepted into college, that was something I didn't want to do. Like, at the time, it was kind of like a thing for the teachers to get their students accepted into college to help the school look like, you know, their students getting accepted into college, you know, to raise a thing or whatever. So with that, like, if I would have never went to college, there would be no Minnesota Code TV. And I didn't want to go to college. I wasn't ready for college. So like that, like there's a lot of things that we got to understand. If it wasn't for that first camera, if it wasn't for me investing in because that's how I look at it. I invested in him.
For sure.
You know, I paid attention to him like when nobody would. So that's why it bothers me to see him take this route. We was on a phone call not even a month ago for 3 hours. 3 hours we on a phone call.
Talking
bro.
about what? Just y'all arguing, yelling?
Just I mean, we weren't really yelling, like, cause it was good to hear from him. Hold on. It was actually good to hear from him, bro. And it just breaks my heart to like to actually hear this like come from him, you know, like, you know, threats or whatever and stuff like that, like knowing like we don't even get down like that, bro.
What's he threatening you for? Because
he thinks Minnesota Code TV, however anybody want to look at it, but it could be $1 million empire, because a lot of artists don't understand that their music videos that they're dropping, the people that they're shooting the videos, they're monetizing their videos, so they're getting paid off their videos forever. The artists don't see no money from the videos that they shoot after they being monetized. They don't see that money, so it's.
I mean, that's not true. If you have your business put together, that's not true.
A lot of them don't.
If you put that out,
I know what you're talking about, ASCAP,
yeah,
and stuff like that.
You can claim that.
But them are songs, videos. I don't know if it worked that way for videos. I know it works for like that for songs.
If you shoot a video for a song and then you release that song on streaming platforms,
the video I'm talking about, I know the song.
So it'll strike that video on their channel, and you will get the revenue if you have your business together.
Right. I hope
you will collect the it'll still collect revenue, but you'll collect the revenue if you own the song.
And a lot of artists don't have their business together.
Yeah,
right. They don't have their ASCAP or their BMI. And I would say go with ASCAP because BMI is free. Pay that little $50, you know, for your distributing writers, and pay that $50 for your license to be the distributor and stuff like that. It ain't much. Money come and go. So like.
Yeah, I mean, investing in your career is really it's bare minimum. I mean, like the fact that people think that they can just have a career in music and not put a ton of money into their career is asinine. Like it's not it doesn't work like that in any business. Why would it work in a oversaturated market like the music business? Like the more money you spend, the better chance you got.
That is true.
That's period. I mean, like I've said this many times, and I hate to say things like this, but it's true. Chances are you're not going to make it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
that is true.
It's like playing the lotto. Now, the one thing that I will say is nowadays there are more ways to monetize your business in music.
Get more notice. Mm-hmm.
But I mean, music is an art form. And I feel like it's one of those things where if you're an artist, you want to win a Grammy. You want to get number ones. You want to be recognized by the world. Most people aren't getting into music just to make $50,000 a year. Mm-mm. You want to make millions and have a house up in the hills. You know what I mean?
You want to be number one. Like
you want to be number one. So it's like,
go hard or go home. You feel me? Or don't do it at all. Yeah. Move out the way. There's so many people. Like at the time when I was doing this, nobody wasn't doing it, bro. I've been doing this for so long, bro.
How long have you been doing music?
Man. 18 years down there? You feel me? Like, I've been doing music for so long, bro. Like, I started my own label, Team Entertainment. Shout out to all them artists when I was like 15. And me being expelled from 6 different schools, I had the opportunity and chances to move around. Mm-hmm. So I got to see a lot more than a lot of people got
I like
to
how
see.
You look at expulsion as a chance to move around.
Oh, yeah. Opportunity, bro.
Expulsion.
Man,
That's not a word.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But you got to get out of your comfort zone.
So what is your music situation right now? Like, are you signed to a label? Are you own a label? What's your situation now?
My situation is right now I'm currently associated with Street Keys. It's a group of young brothers coming up right now in the music, doing their thing.
Minnesota based,
okay. Yes. I'm dropping a mixtape every month. I've been doing that since January. I'm trying to drop them around Sacred Geometry, where it equals 3, 6, or 9.
Okay. That's dope.
Yeah. Just shot a video with Finch Films, with featured Crazy Red on there.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the one you sent me, right?
Yeah, that's the one I sent you.
You want feedback on that?
I mean,
off the mic?
No. Let them get.
Well, so
you gotta be able to.
I didn't watch it again. I should have watched it again so I could really remember what I was gonna say to you when we were talking. But I don't want to be disrespectful.
No, hey,
I didn't feel like you needed the feature.
Okay.
I get that a lot. I thought it was completely unnecessary, and I don't really like that artist. I don't like the voice.
I believe it's the auto-tune.
I don't like the auto-tune.
Yeah, I believe it's the auto-tune.
But it's just really off key to me. And I felt like the way that you were doing the verses, I mean, I'd say the same, like, I don't think it was necessary. I think you could have done that yourself and it would have been better.
That is true. That is true. I get that a lot. There's a lot of songs I could have done myself, but I do them with other artists because I really believe in myself. I invest a lot in myself.
Yeah.
And if I ain't gonna say when I do get there, them artists that I have done features with, they hopefully, will get some type of shine.
Yeah.
So like my goal.
Again, I don't want to disrespect the featured artist.
No.
That's the only thing I've ever heard from them.
That's your opinion.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. She just did the verses actually. The Red Sea.
Really?
Yeah, that was yeah, she did the verses.
The other thing that I was going to say, and this is a biggie.
What's up?
Who engineers your music? Didn't love the mix.
She actually engineered that song.
Didn't love the mix.
That's crazy. She actually engineers a lot of people's music in Minnesota.
Okay.
A lot of people's music. That's Crazy Red. If ain't nobody know, we talking about the hookup kid.
She's gonna hate me.
Shit. Hey, each his own. You feel me? I feel each his own. Like there's a billion people in this world.
A mix is important to me, and I watched the video on my phone the first time, and it was fine. But then I played it in my truck through the speakers, and that's when I was like, the mix is a little tough.
Yeah.
Mix is a little tough.
It's crazy how like it works with like engineers. I don't have Jay Estate mix something for me.
Did y'all record that song together or in separate?
No, together.
You did?
Yeah.
Because it sounded like the levels were way different.
Like if my part was, yeah.
That was my biggest problem with the sound of it. Is it sounded like she did her part over here, you did your part in a whole another zip code, and then y'all just mashed them together. That's what it played like to me.
It was a rush. It was like a run and gun.
Okay.
Like far as with the video in the song. We did the song on the spot. I called the videographer, Finch Films. He slid through, shot the video. It was no plan. I ain't seen Red in a long time, so I was like, bet. First song we did, I'm gonna shoot a video for it.
Video's dope.
Yeah, like, I love his work. I love what he
Video's dope.
did, and I love shooting with other like videographers. I done worked with Dog Food, Neighborhood Films. Who else?
Might as well give me a top 5.
Top 5 of who?
Top 5 videographers in Minnesota.
I be trying to work with people, bro. They like people. They don't see it how I see it. They just see money now. They don't see the long term. They don't see it. They want now. You gotta invest. What do you think investing means? You gotta invest. Like I can't even do that. I can't even really do that. Like
Well,
I can't really even do that.
the
As far as
pro-
like work,
Yeah.
editing work. Yeah, we got a couple of people. I like storytelling. I like somebody that can actually like Ben Hughes. He was, man.
You heard he's coming back.
I hope so, bro.
He announced he's coming back to do a music video.
When he shot, I was in the This Is 50. 50 is back. I was in that music video.
Really?
Bro, 50 Tyson called up to Studio 4
Yeah.
and asked for my name. And I went to go get the phone, and he was like, I could take you shopping, singing the song that Ty Bishop engineered
Yeah.
and Southside Chief shot the video to.
Wow.
You feel me? So,
I know
like-
you're in it.
So, like, it's crazy to have, like, all three of them people on that one song. Southside Chief, Ty Bishop, and then 50 Tyson calling up to Studio 4. He booked a limo for me and drove me to the video shoot, bro. So, like,
Oh, 50 was getting money.
bro, this is a time where Kevin Hart was mentioning his name.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
this was at the peak of, you know, feel me? The peak of his career type shit. I was like, damn. Like,
50 sent the limo service.
bro, and I'm just thinking, like, you got to understand where my mind was at. This is where I had a DONDONTHEGREAT supermarket. I had a little store in the school. I made $100K off that in 2 years. It was a school store project inside Studio 4. Like, it's a lot, bro.
You made $100K in 2 years?
Bro, I made $100K in 2 years. I was hiring students, paying them $1 an hour. Like, I had a teacher's tab.
Yeah,
I was
you
giving
were-
teachers awards.
You were ripping them off.
Man, hey, listen, I wasn't ripping
$1
nobody off because I was giving
$1
them school credit. You needed an all access pass. You needed a teacher's referral in order to work for my my little business. And bro, it's so crazy, bro. It's so crazy. Cause like my advisor, the teacher, he was shutting me down. And I feel like he was shutting me down because he kind of looked at me like if I was like one of the kids that bullied him in school.
No,
But he
it's probably
doesn't.
because you were making the same amount of money annually as him.
No, it wasn't even about that, bro. It was like a popularity like status thing going on, but he don't understand where I come from. I was a lame. I know what it's like to be a lame. Picked on, bullied, same clothes wearing to school every day. I know what that's like. And he don't know that about me. So for him to shut down my store, and like he did it because he seen me as one of them kids that picked on him. He probably was lame in school, got out of school, graduated, got a job, and was still lame. And then he goes and get a job to be a teacher to pick on kids that picked on him. I understand we're all human at the end of the day.
Yep.
You feel me? We make mistakes. You know, we're human. I don't care what job profession you have. You're human before that. So you gonna do corrupt shit.
For sure.
Period. You know, and he did some corrupt shit. I don't want to say too much about it, but he did some shit that got him kicked out the school. You feel me? And still to this day, this creep motherfucker is on my Instagram watching me and shit. You feel me? So like, that's some creepy shit. Like, to be still tracking my life, bro. Like,
Yeah.
that's some weird ass shit. I don't.
So he sabotaged your store.
Bro, he shut me down like 3 times. I got videos on YouTube. Like, check out DONDONTHEGREAT, no space. Don't add spaces in my name. My name's DONDONTHEGREAT with no space. Do not put spaces in my name when you look me up. Google.
He planted crack rocks in the now
Bro,
later.
no, he was just saying that I wasn't doing this and doing that. You feel me? Like, saying that I wasn't showing proof of income and all this other thing. I had to do a project proposal. Then they allowed a cat named Jason the white boy to set up a store right across from me, right? Without a project proposal. He didn't go through the steps I went through. So I was very passionate about what
Hey,
the
that
fuck I was
sounds kind of
doing.
like the real world.
Bro, right. They walking around talking about
Wow.
they like Walmart and Target. I'm like, what? They like Burger King and McDonald's. And I'm getting upset about this shit. So I'm like, okay, bet. I got to get smart, think outside the box. Shorty, I'm like, how much money we got? She counted up the money or whatever. She handed it to me. I go over to this shit. I'm like, how much is this? He let me know. I'm like, I bet. I need it all. I bought all his shit. I'm like, bro, don't do this again, bro. Get out of here, bro. I bought all his shit. He had Red Bull for $1.
What?
Red Bull, and at this time you could not buy energy drinks with EBT. So this nigga was stealing that shit. I don't care what nobody say. He was stealing that shit. He had Red Bull for $1. I couldn't compete with that, so I had to buy him out, bro. I bought his ass out. Boom, bought him out. Boom, got him out there.
Monopoly.
I was shutting down shit, shutting down school lunches. Like it was crazy, bro.
I taught you about the real world, though, huh?
Bro, yeah. I mean, yeah, a lot about the real world. A lot about the real world. And it don't matter. Like your peers will take opportunity away from you. I had some people that came from Detroit to check out my store because it could be franchised. You know, I had templates. I could sell templates for $50,000 to a school project. Like, and then their school will accumulate $100K plus, however much, you know, you accumulate as much as you want. But when these people came to talk to me about my store, I ain't gonna say the teacher name, but he know who he is. You feel me? He comes over and he says, "Hey, let me show y'all my camera thing or whatever I got going on." A teacher that's older than me. Like I'm like, damn, like bro, like damn, like you savage, like you real savage, bro. You gonna like I'm a young buck, bro. You older than me. You had your chance at my age, bro, and you gonna take them from like I'm pretty sure that shit didn't work out for him, you know.
Yikes, man.
But that shit's sick.
That should have teach you though, right? Take all them lessons with you.
Oh, bro, I'm very thorough now when it comes to business, and the reason I'm here like. Speaking on that Minnesota code thing is to let other videographers, other people that have the ambition to shoot videos get in contact with me. I'm the guy that can get it started for you. And like I said, I invest in myself, so I ain't afraid to put some money behind you. You feel me? You just gotta show me you got that drive and that ambition. And that's what Santana Smith had. You know, that nigga had the passion to sit in that motherfucking studio all fucking day and edit videos. Mm-hmm. Oh, I couldn't do that shit all fucking day, bro. I had to get outside. You know that he telling me he was like come shoot. He telling me stop rapping, shoot videos and shit. And I'm like, bro, I'm not shooting no fucking videos. Like I shot a couple videos with him.
Yeah.
But I went with all that extra shit, bro. Like nah, like and then all the equipment that he was using in the beginning wasn't his. He didn't own no equipment.
It was yours.
It was mine's in money bags. So I had a Nikon D3100 he was using. After that, he started using money bags Canon. And he was always using the computer to edit the videos on it. Wow. And that situation even turned sour because he ended up stealing money bag shit. Like, that shit crazy, bro.
Well, I'm guessing you'll hear from him after he sees this interview.
Bro, I'm still hearing from him. Really? I had the chance to actually to take the LLC through Minnesota State Secretary. I got the screenshots when it was when he wasn't standing on his business. You feel me? When it wasn't paid for.
Why didn't you?
Because I'm not Jay-Z. I didn't want to do him like that. I didn't want to do him like that. You feel me? Because like I could have really did him like that. I got the screenshots when it wasn't, and then I got the screenshots when he just paid for it. He just paid for it in fucking June. He just paid for it. This shit, it was a fucking like 30-day, 45-day span. I could have just paid for the shit, and it would have been mine. I could have really just backdoored him. But I'm not that guy. That's not my character, bro. I ain't him. You feel me? I'm not gonna do what you did to me, bro.
Hey man, Jay-Z's a billionaire.
Yeah, he's a billionaire. he's probably a billionaire, bro. But he gotta sleep with that on his conscience, bro. He gotta I ain't like nah, bro. Like no, like you gotta think about it. Like why he don't really show himself much. You feel me? Like you because you did too many. You burned too many bridges. You can't. There's certain places you can't go when you burn them bridges, bro.
That could be a long conversation.
So for another time.
So talk to me about your history with Reeves Jr. You said you had an opportunity to sign him.
Yeah. That was back also at Studio 4 when I had Team Entertainment. Together, everyone achieves more. I had his cousin Louis Smith sign Team Entertainment. And Louis Smith's a singer, and he was letting me know that Reeves was one to fuck with us and one to sign with us and shit. And I heard his music and shit, and at the time I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it at the time. But don't get me wrong, bro, cold. Mm-hmm. Hands down, he's cold. Like, bro, cold. He got ether, but I'm still waiting on a feature. I'm gonna put it like that. I don't feel like artists is really that cold until they do a song with me, cause I'm gonna come correct. I'm gonna bring pressure.
Okay.
You feel me? And I'm gonna speak on this. Sonny, he sabotaged that feature with Lil Dusky. I don't know why he did that. Lil Dusky agreed to a feature with the video.
Fake ass manager. That's why he did that.
Bro, that shit was sick, bro. I was like, damn, bro, that shit hurt.
That's not management.
That shit. I'm like, damn, boy. I'm like, how you gonna stop a nigga from making some money? Like,
Yeah, I don't understand it. That's one of those things that I see that I'm like, I don't. You think you're doing something great, but really all you did was stop something from happening.
He was actually supposed to be on that song I just performed live from the street. Ladusky supposed to be on that. I was
go
like,
watch
bro,
it.
that fit. Yeah.
Don the Great, live from the streets. It's out now. Go watch it. Next
Tune
video.
in. Tune in.
Okay,
You feel
so
me?
the obligatory. You ready for this? Minnesota artists ready to be signed to a major label right now. Who are they? Top 5. Best artists in Minnesota ready to go.
I ain't too cocky. I'm very humble and true. I've been seeing a lot of people that's active and doing their shit. Prince Riley, he on tour. He doing his shit. You know, shout out to him.
He's home now, but
He's home now.
Yep.
Okay, shout out to him. Definitely gonna say Vo. He definitely, you know, he sat down. He had the time to, you know, accumulate a catalog.
He's home too.
Oh yeah, he's home too. Lil Skeet,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, he been doing this shit too. Like Lil Skeet, I don't know if you heard of Lil Skeet or not, but no, NOU Skeet.
Oh yeah, Skeet. Oh
Okay,
yeah. Okay, yeah.
I don't know why I call him Lil Skeet, but NOU Skeet.
I know you Skeet. Yep.
Yeah. So that's 3.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of people with like catalogs and like that's doing their thing right now. Like it's a lot of OGs, but they stopped. You
I
feel
like
me?
I like where you're at right now. The 3 is solid right now.
Yeah, the three
Add
solid.
Add 2 more. You got a solid 3. I don't think I would even disagree with you on any of them.
And I be paying attention.
Vo needs to get to work. I'll say that.
Yeah, no. He dropped the video soon. He came
When
out.
he drops.
Oh yeah, and
goes.
every song and video he drops, bro, it does numbers.
By the way,
like
Vo interview on Live on Lake Street out now.
oh, definitely tune in.
you're watching
Definitely
this,
tune in. I
go
see you,
watch
Cuzzo.
Live on
I
Lake.
see you, Cuzzo. I want to. Hey, and don't hate me for this. I want to say Tarzan, but I can't really say Tarzan. And
Why not? I'm not mad at
because
Tarzan.
I feel like whoever he's around, they're kind of like they're like stunned. They're like holding him back. Like I know him, you know, like in person. I know him, and his work ethic. You feel me? Like he's similar to me, bro. We got songs together and shit. That Do You Love Me on the mixtape? What? Check that on Spotify. But his work ethic is crazy, and in order for him to succeed, he needs the people around him that can match his work ethic. Without that, he's only gonna move at the speed that they're moving at, you know, or if not that, half-ass the speed that he should be moving at.
Yeah.
Like, I had a chance to manage him. I had
Well,
a chance.
maybe he'll see this and this will motivate him.
Yeah, I hope so. I let him know every day. You feel me? I'm like, bro, I hope you're doing good shit. You know, I hope
He looked to
everything
me,
good with
from
you,
my
bro.
perspective, he's cooking. Like he's done something that not a lot of artists from Minnesota have done, and he created a TikTok trend. Now it didn't reach millions,
Yeah,
but it's. I mean,
yeah,
There's a lot.
that is good too. And the thing, okay, so speaking on like the chance I had to manage him, and I was like I couldn't because of the gang and the cliques and shit and everything that he got going on.
allegedly.
I'm not the type of person that want to promote too much of the violence and want to see a young youth go down that lane. You feel me? If I know it could get him killed. So
Allegedly.
the songs that he can create far as pain, bro, like the man can speak some pain,
For
bro,
sure.
because he, like I said, we have similarities. He lost a lot of people, bro, so he can speak on that.
Yep.
And pain, I feel like that's what can make an artist succeed. Everybody goes through pain.
That's what's selling right now.
That's violence is selling too, and that shit.
Violence is selling, but
I just don't like. I don't, man.
But the
that
biggest,
shit.
arguably the biggest artist in the hip hop industry right now is Lil Durk, and he makes the greatest pain music I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, and he started with violence.
He
You
did.
know? And that's what. And okay, that Tarzan can make that transition. You
For sure.
feel me? Like
Yep.
going from the that
I agree.
to the pain. Like even the song that I got with him called "Do You Love Me." There's no violence on that shit. It's that shit, and he snapped.
Yeah.
He snapped.
No, he's crazy.
He snapped, bro.
He's definitely one of our best. You got one more though.
Oh, I'm gonna say me.
Okay.
Regardless, I feel like I got more songs
So
than
Riley,
almost anybody
Vo.
out here. Whoa, I didn't put. Okay, Tarzan can go on there if his if his group around him were to change and match his work ethic.
The question really is he industry ready? And you're saying he is, and he is.
No,
he is.
Oh yeah. He's industry ready.
Yeah.
He just needs the right. Yeah. He's industry ready. I just want to go to the industry with the people that's around him.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because no,
for sure. That makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Again, that's good. Hopefully he'll hear that, and maybe that'll ring true for him, or you know what I mean, or maybe it won't. Maybe he'll be mad as fuck at you and diss you in a song.
Hey, listen, I'm built different, bro.
You never know.
I'm built different. He can just call me, holler at me. You feel me?
So look, we got to wrap, but before we wrap, I want you to look into this camera and give these people a little bit of game. Things that you've picked up on your way, on your travels, that you can just give some of these younger artists that are trying to get it figured out.
I'm trying to think of some good game.
Maybe the biggest lesson that you've learned that you think maybe a younger artist hasn't had the opportunity to learn yet, that you can help them through it.
Don't give up. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't give up. I stopped 3 times, and every time I came back, I was able to jump right back into it. But every artist not built like that. So don't stop. Stay consistent. Don't give up. It's gonna be the closest people to you that's gonna hurt you, yo. You're gonna have a lot of people that ain't gonna be able to get to the top of that mountain with you. And save only those that can save themselves. Because if they can't save themselves, they're not gonna be able to save you. So
well said. That's a fact. You're correct about this.
Man, like that. Like, don't know, Joe. Like, and shout out to a lot of artists out there that is doing their thing and staying on their grind. I'm willing to do features with any Minnesota artist, bro. Like, any artist out here, I'm willing to work with anybody. Look me up, DONDONTHEGREAT. No space.
DONDONTHEGREAT everywhere.
I'm
no space.
Everywhere. Shout out to all my UK producers and artists I done worked with.
For sure. This was a good conversation, man. I'm glad we can finally get it done.
Yeah,
Ooh. I appreciate your time. And everybody go watch the next video live from the streets. DONDONTHEGREAT. He snapped. He went crazy.
Let's go.
That's it, man. Nothing else,
man.
Another episode of Minnesota's #1 daily show live on Lake Street. I'm Jake Faircloth. Follow me everywhere at Jake Faircloth1.
Damn, Woody. In high school, I let it blam, Woody. I wasn't playing, Woody. I'm coming straight out the south. Hey, genius, best watch your mouth. When I put up on P&B right, then ain't he come out. You moving ounces, I just moved 100 things in a drought. You want the south side, outside the fence of your house. You talking all that, then wanna come talk it out. If you ain't talking money, you talking about. I gives a what you do. I'm about mine. I just look at the watch, said it's about time. She in love with my status, said if you don't mind, what are you the chief of? I said the south side.